Alright, what's up, y'all? I'm tired today. We got a pull day, so some bags, some buys, and we got a rest day tomorrow. So we're gonna push through today, do the best we can, get some much needed rest, and then we're back at it. So stick around. We're gonna warm up right now, and then the plan is to go hard today. So hopefully this pre-workout kicks my ass.
What's going on, guys? Alright, this day you could tell in my warm-up that, I was not feeling it. Not the best warm-up. But we ended up having a really good workout. I do apologize because my goal is definitely to videotape the whole workout. My camera, I was having issues with the battery. So this one and then the next video that I'm gonna post, they both got shortened up because of battery issues, but I got 2 new batteries, I got a charger for them, so it's not gonna be an issue moving forward. But yeah, I do, a lot of this workout is gonna be, you'll see us doing a lot pull downs. It's a pull day, like I said in the intro, so those are always fun, push some actual weight. Quote of the day, a quote that I heard that I really liked was someone said, "One day I'm gonna be somebody," and the person that they were talking to responded with, "You're somebody now, so start acting like it." And I think that there's a lot of levels to that because we always feel like we can't be our genuine selves until we reach a certain point or get to a certain status, or like then we'll feel like we've made it and we can be comfortable. And I think that quote does a really good job of just, reminding us like, hey, you are somebody important right now, because that's the only way you're going to be somebody important in the future is by believing it right now and becoming that person, slowly but surely, and having that faith and being there for yourself and having your own back. So that quote really resonated with me because sometimes I can be caught up saying, one day I'm going to be this, or one day I'm gonna feel this way, or one day I'm gonna have this and that. And the mentality of that quote is just to make things happen right now, and don't discredit yourself and for what you haven't done, but give yourself credit for everything that you have done. So that one really stuck with me. I want to share that with you guys today. So you'll see in this video, it's clearly laundry day. I usually like to wear baggier clothes, looking like 2004 Soldier Boy. But we work with what we got. It doesn't necessarily affect the workout too much. We always do stretch out before, and then we do a post-workout stretch for about 5 minutes. Our pre-workout stretch is about 20-30 minutes. Sometimes it's more dynamic, sometimes it's more static, but we do like to get the stretching in. I think that's an important part of like helping your body, relax. If you have all that tension built up and all your muscles are all tight, it's gonna be hard to, keep that range of motion and keep getting stronger and bigger. So here we go with a lot of pull downs. Let me see if I can pull up. Tuesday, so on this day, not that day. Looks like I burn about 2,000 calories doing this workout. We work out in, a way that I think really responds well to my body, something that I've talked about in the previous videos. Of just working out to be strong. Something I felt really unlocking in myself is just my endurance and being able to, last through these workouts and even push through them. Not so much on that day. I don't think I got the best sleep before, and typically I do work out fasted. So we go in the morning, so I don't have breakfast. I'm not a big breakfast guy. I would feel weighed down as opposed to you know, Michael likes to have some eggs or a bowl of oats, some fruit, and you know, he responds better to that. So difference of opinion, you know, neither's the right way. It's just kind of whatever feels best for you. But on these right here, you will see as we get heavier, you can't see the weight, but you can see my form change a little bit. So on these, I like to try and be as locked in as I can. You know, just pulling it straight down, having that your chest up, and just trying to pull it right down to your chest. Once it does get heavier, you start to see me sway back a little bit. Not crazy right here, but you'll see it. So it's hard not to. It's hard to be locked in. You know, on these, it takes a conscious effort. And another thing too that, you know, is a valid point to bring up is if you haven't worked out before and you can't feel the muscle that you're supposed to be, you know, stretching and pulling down, that's okay. You know, you have to build that muscle up in order to actually, you know, feel it. And to be able to, you know, feel the stretch, feel the contraction. So at first it might look a little funny, but just do your best to kind of go through the motions until you can actually start to feel that muscle. And, you know, a big part of this too, this whole working out thing and, you know, getting stronger and really working the muscles, that mind-muscle connection. You might have heard some people talk about that. And that's just, you know, the feeling of fullness in that muscle and your mind's ability to really do its best to contract and focus on that specific part of your body. The better you get at that, you know, the better results you're going to see, the more comfortable you're going to feel. You'll also be better, you know, just at reading your body in general, which is really important for safety, for just overall health, as far as this stuff is concerned. So I am going to be going over in another video, you know, my diet, kind of what I'm eating. I can tell you right now, I'm drinking about a gallon and a half a day. So I have a blue water bottle. You might be able to see in some of the videos. But my blue water bottle is a 32 ounce. So a gallon is, what am I blanking, 128. So 4 of these. Sorry, I just took a drink. I was talking about it, so I just got thirsty. But 4 of those equals a gallon. Which equals a gallon and a half, so on and so forth. So I like it just because I can have it around me all the time. I fill it up at the gym. I fill it up at home. And if I always have it with me and it's always next to me, chances are I'm going to drink more water. That's just how it goes. But here you see Michael using the wrist straps. He said that his forearms at this point were already, you know, pretty pumped up and starting to give out on him a little bit. So he opted for those with the heavier weight to just gain more control over it. And that's not a bad way to go. Since I'm still getting back into it, I think I've been officially going for, you know, 3 weeks, super consistent. So I'm still at the point where I want my forearms to get as much of a pump as I can, even at, you know, it's going to have a little opportunity cost, and I'm not going to be able to pull from my back as well because I have to let my my forearms catch up. But that's okay for now. I'd rather have everything even keeled for the time being. But lat pull downs are a great exercise. When I think of the back and exercising the back, I think, you know, there's 2 different types of back workouts. There's ones that are going to build your back thickness, which is going to be more rowing activity, more pulling activities. Excuse me. And then there's other types that are going to build the width of your back, you know, to kind of get that more tapered look, build that upside down triangle on your back. So this would be, I would consider it one of the width workouts, because you're really stretching the width of your back on here and really pulling it down. And I'll kind of walk you through the differences as we go through the different exercises. But this was a big part of, the beginning of our workout. So we started out wide, just at the angle, just outside the angle right there. So I think too wide. You start relying on other muscles. Too narrow, same thing. So I think that's the sweet spot right there on that curve. At least it is for me. And you'll see after this we go to a narrow grip. Right here, actually. So on this narrow grip, something that a guy that I used to go to the gym with a lot, one of my workout mentors back in the day, and he gave me a lot of really good advice that I still use to this day. A lot of stretching techniques and things like that. I can definitely attribute to him. So one of the things that he told me on this workout with the narrow grip specifically is to kind of think of your arms as a window and try and poke your head through the window to get the full stretch at the top. So right here I'm trying to be lifting a little bit heavier, so you won't see me do it as much, but I do take a couple of rests throughout the sets. But my head's kind of popping through that window a little bit, and right there I get the full stretch all the way on the outside. And I think that that's important to do, to actually feel it and get that mind-muscle connection a little bit more dialed in. Just to be all the way through that window, poking your head through, and then pulling from there. It is a little bit tougher because that's like the fully, stretched portion of it. But it's good back work. So this, I think, still falls into the width category. I know you're still pulling it down, but I'll show you the difference when we get to an actual rowing exercise. But the rowing exercise is going to build the thickness in the middle of your back. It's going to make your back more like dense and thick. I call it the thickness workouts. As opposed to making it wider, which, obviously this is still going to make your back thick, and the pulling and rowing activities are still going to make your back wider. It's all, you're still going to be hitting those same muscles. It's just the emphasis that I think is a little bit different. There's that head through the window again. Get the full stretch, and then finish out that set. So with these, with a lot of different things where we're trying to get heavier, you'll see us do a lot of drop sets. At the end, we'll kind of finish it with a drop set where we start out at a heavier weight, go to a more manageable weight. So typically at the heavier weights it'll be, a set of 6 to 8, and then the moderate weight, a set of 8 to 12, and then the lighter weight I'll try and get, 12 to 15. And those are really going to tire out your muscles in a very quick span of time, get the blood flowing. And so I think they're always, good to throw in there. If you haven't tried out drop sets at the end of the set, try it out, see how you like it, see how you respond to it. I think you'll find, a nice pump on the other side of that drop set. Well, I started out this workout like super lackadaisical. Here I am trying to pump more through that window. But I believe this is a heavier set as well. But in the warm-up, I was completely not feeling this workout. And then here I'm starting to get actually into it. The pre-workout starts to kick in. We're getting in there a little bit, so feels good. Feels good. Just another day depositing $1 into the bank of me. It's weird because me and Michael are about the same height. Maybe I might be taller by like an inch. But he always has to have the leg thing all the way down. And my legs don't fit under that, so it's kind of funny. We always go back and forth on it. But I like making these videos. I like looking at these videos and doing the voiceovers because I can see myself and just looking at myself do these workouts because I don't feel like I'm that heavy, like to myself, I don't feel like I'm that heavy. But then I see these videos and I'm like, man, I got a lot of opportunity, And that just gets me more excited. It makes me more excited to get to the gym tomorrow and to put in that work and to keep it going. Right here, biceps. I'm actually kind of surprised and impressed with, and we were talking about it earlier, just, how quickly my body's getting back into the groove of it, of, endurance-wise, of lifting. Excuse me. Lifting, the strength, the amount of times that I can lift, the amount of time that I can even stay in the gym. A lot of times we're in there for like 2.5, 3 hours. And if you would have asked me, 2 months ago if I was going to be in the gym for 3 hours, I would have told you, man, it's going to be rough. But now I do it without even thinking about it, and I have energy walking out of the door too. So it took me maybe, I want to say, it's been like 3 or 4 weeks, going on 4 weeks, and I feel like my endurance is, way higher than it has been in the past like 6 to 9 months. I feel like I can, hang in the gym with almost anybody at this point, just because my body's pushed past that little plateau point. And there is, when you first start working out, getting into it, you're like, man, I'm sore, I'm exhausted, I don't want to do this anymore. And, a lot of thoughts flow through your head, and it's all bullshit. Because if you just keep going, keep showing up for yourself, push past that, man, you'll see that there's like, it's so exciting, the point that I'm at right now, and I'm very happy I get to share that with you guys. And if you're at that point where you're like, man, because I had it so many times throughout the years where, like, all right, I'm getting back into the gym, I'm going to eat right. And I know a lot of people have been there, where we say that, and then 4 or 5 days into going to the gym and eating right, you're like, man, my body's sore, it's breaking down. I've been going really hard, so let me take, 1 day off. 1 day turns to 2, and next thing you know, you're not going to the gym anymore. So don't give yourself that slack. Don't don't give yourself the benefit of the doubt, or, give yourself opportunity to say it's okay not to do this. Push through it. Push through it. I'm not where I want to be yet, but my mentality is unwavering right now. And that's why I didn't post videos, when I first started going back, because I had to push through that point. And that's something that's between me and me. There's no amount of videos that I can make or edit or any of that. I had to get to this point to be able to, even get to a point where I can share it with you guys. Because before, I'm waking up out of bed and I'm like, shit, I don't want to do this. I get to the gym, I'm like, I don't want to be here. But at the end of the day, I did it. And I just kept coming back. And next thing you know, I got a month under my belt. And that's more than I could say about, the last few years of saying I was going to be locked in and not getting it done. So I'm 27 years old. I got a lot of life to live ahead of me. I'm going adventures, hikes, go fishing, at the various points, various parts of the world. I always, have vacations somewhere tropical, and that's definitely fun. But I think I'm getting to the point where I'm on vacation somewhere not as tropical. Somewhere, icy, cold, nature, somewhere like Yellowstone, Montana, Alaska, places like that. And for those in places, with remote civilization, it's a lot on you, your willpower, ability to get things done. And I'm trying to be like the kid from Up, a wilderness explorer. I only did one of the machine rows right there because my battery was getting low, so I do apologize. But on those ones, we felt that those were working more of like the lower part of our back, at the angle that we were pulling at. And then this is just one of my favorite row machines right here, is the plate loaded row. Put some weight on it, throw it back, and very satisfying, when you're hitting these. And this is what I mean about the thickness part of your back. These are going to build that, kind of that separation, from the left and the right side. You get a little line coming down the middle of your back, and the base of your back is just nice and firm and muscular. That's what we're trying to work towards right here. Not necessarily the width, but more so just building that strong foundation of a back. This is how you get that six-pack on your back. Right in the middle of the lower part of your back. But whenever I do these, I always picture I'm like, you know, a Viking pulling the oars on the ship, getting us to where we gotta be. Makes me feel more manly. But back days are always fun. I mean, your back is a big portion of your body. It takes up almost half your body on the backside. So, very important, very good to keep up with. You know, not a very show-offy muscle until it gets really like locked in, but an important one nonetheless. So, one of my goals, which I'm gonna get to, you know, in a future video, definitely involves pull-ups. I used to be able to do 12 pull-ups, and I'm gonna get back to it. Here we are right here doing a little superset of sorts. So we're doing hammer curls, and then we're gonna follow that up with some reverse curls. So I wanted to superset it at first, and then Michael said he wanted to lock in on the dumbbell work. So we ended up doing that and then hitting some reverse curls afterwards, which is cool with me. I just I'm trying to get my forearms going a little bit better. And I'm looking back at my progress pictures, and I know there's only been a few videos that have gone up so far, but I'm very excited to, you know, eventually post like a check-in video of, you know, where I used to be at and where I'm at now, where I'm headed. You know, it'll kind of give me an idea of that. But progress pictures are going to be fun. I'll probably do those maybe in like another month. So it's end of March right now. We have all of April, and then I have a wedding at the end of May, possibly a vacation at the end of May. So some big things coming up. I'll definitely keep you guys, you know, in the loop. Right here, we're finishing it off with just some lower back work. We spent a lot of the day hunched over the other way, so we're just trying to even it out and, you know, work every part of the back. So shorter video today. My apologies, but it won't happen in the future. Thanks for sticking around if you made it this far. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.